Why, hello, hello. Welcome back to another stream. We are at dawn of Thursday, another session of Little Goody Two Shoes. Here we are, back at Elise's house. It's been a couple of weeks since I last played this. Weeks have been a little busy and inconsistent. I've had like Monday and only Monday to really stream for the last couple weeks. But hey, it's a Wednesday, it's a new day. Well, it's Wednesday IRL, but it's Thursday in-game. That's not going to trip me up at all, I'm sure. Because I am very good at memory. Ain't that right, Keep? He lied as easily as he breathed. Oh, man. I forgot how, how nice the music was in this game. I enjoy it. Another thing I have to remember is all the voices I did for all the characters. I think it was fairly consistent with like Elise and the three women, like Rosemarine, Freya, and what's the last one's name? Lebkashen, I think is the priest girl. I'm pretty consistent with them and like Father Hans. Just about everybody else has been pretty all over the place. Not too memorable. They're important, I'm sure, but not that important. Alright, let's get into this and get going. Alright. Rosemary, how are you doing? Oh, I best go chase after Flock. I didn't see where he ran off to, did you? Ah, that's alright, Elise. I'll lure him out with a carrot or two, you'll see. I only hope he hasn't wandered into town. I'll find him, you'll see. Oh wait, I need to give something to Muffy to... What do I need to give her? Do I need to give her hearty soup? I think I had to give her soup. I'm gonna hope I had to give her soup. Man. Oh. His gift does suit you rather well. Oh. Snake guy. Those shoes. They'll guide you to him.
What in the Lord's name?
Who are you? You know who I am, Elise. You're with him, just like that crow. Quite smart, aren't you?
You know,
This is another of his trials, I take it? Why, yes. You're truly so delightful, lass. Fortune, that's what you're after, is it? You've come to taunt me, I'm assuming. I've come to welcome you into my very own garden, Elise. You alone, lass. I won't let that wretched thing into my grove, unlike Ovrio, fool. The testament you seek rests deep within my depths, Elise. Am I to meet you there, then? My, how willful you are.
out with it!
You're trying my patience, that's what. We both know what I'm after, serpent, so get it over with and... Oh. What happened? You're now the bearer of my hex, lassie. Fated to meet me in my realm. Show me your resolve, your burning desire for more. Be good, behave, Elise, and I'll welcome you with open arms. You sickening wretch! I'll be awaiting you by the gates of my bedewed forest of berries, Elise. A forest of berries, you say? To hell with you! Ugh, this stings. It's best I don't alarm Rosemarine. I have to prepare myself for tonight. I must see this through. Alright. Oh my god. That's one way to start that's one way to start back at it. How do I do my quests again? Suspicion is at 1. Yeah, I've really dropped the ball on romancing any of these women. I'm not even. It's Thursday, man. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 days left to this. I think Saturday is the festival. You're right, there's only a week. You only have a week to get shit done. How the hell am I supposed to get 7 hearts in 2 days? Can I do that? I haven't seen any heart events, like, ever. Acquire the thinner flesh, acquire the sweetest nectar, acquire the good company. So that's a tall ask, my friend. Tall ask. Into Keiferberg Village is the current story event. So we're just gonna go to the village. Nothing else we can really do about it at the moment. I've been very good at keeping up to date on all the quests. A hop, a skip, a flutter, away! I'm waiting for it. One of these days, we're gonna get jumped by something while crossing that river. Like, we have to. There's no way we don't. Oh, kitty. I don't remember seeing this cat ever. Well, I have a hearty soup for myself. But I need to give one to me. Ooh, so I'll go over here. I wouldn't want to be a burden, Freya. Oh, not at all, Miss Lisbeth. It would be my pleasure. Ah, good morning, Elise. Is everything all right? Oh, I was inviting Miss Lisbeth and the children for dinner. I don't think we're ready for that yet, my dear. Well, the invitation stands, Miss Lisbeth. You're welcome anytime you'd like. How's Apfel, Miss Lisbeth? Oh, Elise, I have so many questions. He hasn't slept. He keeps mentioning the witch. The witch? What happened in the woods, Elise? I didn't see anything resembling a witch, that's for certain. Apfel's so frightened, Miss Lisbeth. Oh, my apologies, Elise. It wasn't my intention to insinuate. Oh, that's all right, Miss Lisbeth. I know you meant no harm. Oh, I hope nothing else happens today. You and me both, that's for sure. Alright, big old crowd right here. So on the go, everybody. We gotta clear out the blockage, folks. It's the only way. If you say so, lad.
You know,
What's wrong with the fountain? It's one thing after another, isn't it, Elise? We think the fountain's obstructed us all.
This is all her doing, the witch. She's taken our grain, our children, and now she's after our water.
We discussed this, old lad. Finn and I can't give it a look, can't we, Finn? To the best of our abilities, but old William ought to know what's wrong with it.
We're to gather here at noon, folks. I want to have a word with Olive Keiferberg.
You'll need me to lend a hand, Father.
Naturally, Gustav.
What are we to do about the grain, folks? The grain? You haven't heard less. No, I'm yet to fully understand what's going on. Someone was in the windmill last night, Elise. Could have been the wind or the crows. Still, the door was still locked this morning, lad. It was Eugen's responsibility, but
It was the witch, I tell ya. Give it a rest, old Jochen. I was told you left home early last night, Elise.
she was certainly tired, old Jochen. Don't be unreasonable. It couldn't have been one of us, folks. What about the weevils?
what?
Weevils, Mr. Ludwig? The flour and grain we had stored away are riddled with beetles, Elise. I'm not certain what we're to do with this grain now.
All we can do to avoid throwing it out, Ludwig.
We'll become completely reliant on Primmeldorf at this rate.
That witch has us at her mercy. She has all the Keiferberg in the palm of her hand, and...
That's enough, folks. I've heard enough. Finn and Heinrich will take a look at the fountain later. As for the rest of us, we ought to air out that grain and do away with those beetles, starting right now. This is only riling folks up even more. Best go see if Lebkashen's all right. Folk must be swarming her. Hop, skip, and a flutter away. Alright, to the church we go. Where is Lebkashen? Oh, a lot of folks gathered up around here. Please, try to keep calm, Miss Linda. Oh, I know. Won't you have a look at my rosary, Lebkashen? I seem to have pulled on it a little too tightly this morning. Oh, that's no good, Ariane. No good at all. I'll tighten it for you, Miss Ariane, but first I ought to... Oh, I can help, Lebkashen.
Elise.
Ah, Elise. What are you saying, lassie? A maid of all work can't possibly pray our blessings. We need Lebkashen. Oh, where is Father Hans when we need him most? Father Hans has his own matters to attend to. It's best you visit each and every one of our homes, Lebkashen.
I wonder.
That's... my inn, too. I'll need a prayer in each and every room before sunset. Before then, Lebkashen, could you...
Out with it!
Will you folks back off a little? My, Elise, can't you see where... And that's... she's fainted. Lebkashen! Oh, who's going to pray our blessings now? We must fetch Father Hans. Are you not worried about the girl passed out in front of you? Someone, get her some water. Lebkashen, can you hear me? Well, that certainly was a morning. We'll be taking her home, Elise. She'll be fine. All right, Miss Dorothea. Why don't you pay her a visit in a little while? Of course, I'll be there. Not to go see her. She didn't deserve any of this. Where does Lebkashen... well, she lives at the bakery, I believe. We'll check in and help Marlon with the apples. Story event. Oh, I guess I can go and check on her first. Everything else is kind of close enough around here. Can I go in? I saw like something pop up. Oh, I found a pretzel. I didn't know that would be there. I talk with Dorothea here. Ah, there you are, Elise. How is she, Miss Dorothea? She's tired is all. Miss Gretel and I tucked her into bed just now. Suppose it's best to let her rest, but... I'd say so too, Elise. At least we know what caused Lebkashen's fainting. What do you mean, Miss Dorothea? Why, we don't know what caused Apfel's fever, or why those crows were about town yesterday, or what truly happened in the windmill, or why the fountain's not working. I suppose... Oh, Elise, it's too much. They're just blaming it on the witch again? Are you sure you didn't just tire out the poor girl? A lot of strange things have been happening because of Elise. That is one of the most, like, thing that happened to Leprechaun just now is one of the most easily explainable things you could possibly do right now. I must say, I'm rather restless today, Elise. Aren't we all, Miss Elma? You're absolutely right. But never mind that now. Won't you check the chickens for me? Of course. I don't think it will take too long. That's all right. Make certain you're thorough, Elise. I do not have the food to do this, so no. Out of my way, you feathered rat. I do love the notification for doing the chicken quest. Alright, start. WSD and E to pick an egg. Can do. Ow, my hand. Ow. Alright, first round, done. How many eggs did I get anyways? I've gotten much better at picking eggs than I used to be. 40 eggs, pretty solid. Hey, I got an S rank. I did it. My first S rank. You win. My, there was no need to get me all these eggs, lads. Well, I suppose I'm feeling a little restless. Here you go, Elise. Let's hope you're feeling restless more often from now on. Oh, very funny, Miss Elma. Alright. Gotta find... Muffet? Molly? I genuinely don't know her name, because nobody calls her the same name. Oh yeah, I got all loopy because I haven't had food yet. Do I have anything I can eat for myself? We're gonna eat one. Just gonna eat a pretzel. And just one bread. There we go. Full health, full hunger, good to go. So don't wander around too much. Oh, where's Muffy too? So I haven't seen her. Or is it, do I need to do this? Okay, yeah, the game's telling me I need to do this thing at the central fountain before I do anything else. Alright. What's on the go in Town Square today?
Now that we're all gathered here, folks.
Oh, we're losing our minds, Father.
This week hasn't been easy for Keiferberg, as we all know. That said, I decided to ask Brimeldorf for support.
Brimeldorf, you say?
We cannot compromise the festival at all, as you understand.
Are you certain we've considered every option, Father? Keiferberg isn't what it once was, Ludwig. We need their help.
We will be patrolling the outskirts in the evenings as well.
That should make sleep easier, that's for certain.
The protection of Keiferberg and our neighbors is in order, folks.
What happened to poor Apfel was bad enough. Oh, Father, but who is to carry out our nightly prayers?
Naturally, the church's doors will be open to all regardless.
What about the windmill and the fountain?
There's still water in the well, Wilma. No need to fret.
Oh, but who knows how long that well will last?
Oh, shush it!
That's not that fountain sustaining the well, is it? What would you know, lassie?
I'm at a loss regarding the fountain, if I'm honest.
Wasn't there some sort of blockage, Mr. Ledwig?
We're gonna have to disassemble it.
Why doesn't she try it, Finn? With those toothpick fingers of hers, I'd say she'd get the job done rather easily.
Isn't the time to provoke the lass, Wilma?
She's so keen to stick her nose in everything, Ludwig. Might as well teach her a little lesson, wouldn't you say?
Let's not get carried away, Wilma. We're not here to...
Why, that's a terrific idea. Elise, that's dangerous. You'll get hurt. Oh, dear Lord, she's getting in there. I'll show you all.
Am I just about to jump down a well? A snake! A black snake was in the fountain!
Oh, Keiferberg is done for. The witch! It's the witch! The devil himself!
That's enough!
Silence! We can't lose our heads. We must remain calm. You folks can't.
Calm? How are we to remain calm, Father?
Everyone's dismissed. Back to work. Gustav and I will have a word about this.
I like the voice get to do for Father Hans. I think I looked the... Alright. Back to work. What? What's this? What's this icon over your head?
Ah, Elise, I was looking for you, dearie. Looking for me, Miss McTeald? You see, I was hoping you'd have a word with Ariane. I've been struggling quite a bit lately, you see. Struggling with what, Miss McTeald? Oh, it's rather embarrassing. I can no longer do many of my house chores. This terrible tremor won't let me wash my dishes or my laundry. Miss McTeald, won't you tell her I need her to stop by tonight, Elise? I would tell her myself. This would be the 4th time this week, you see. Oh, of course, Miss McTeald. I'll let her know.
I gotta find Muffy. That's my first priority. Yeah, it is Muffy. Wonderful. Find out what happened. What? Okay, Muffy's around here somewhere. Find out what happened. What do you mean, find out what happened? Alright. Need to find Muffy around here somewhere. Muffy is around here somewhere. Oh wait, it's Ariane.
Ah, Miss Ariane, I was meaning to ask you. Is it Miss McTeald? She says she needs you to help her out again tonight, yes. Ah, the poor thing. Old age truly doesn't forgive, does it? When did this start, Miss Ariane? Oh, just last week, Elise. I caught her trying to wash her sheets by the well, you see. She could have asked me. Miss McTeald's rather stubborn, you know that. Tell her I'll be there right after supper. All right, Miss Ariane.
All right. Hey, Rosemary's down here. How you doing, Rosemary?
Miss Elizabeth's apple tree seems to be doing well this year, huh?
Those are the brim with apples. The barrel stands unyielding, despite the visible gaps between its planks. Yeah, I want to talk to Rosemary, though. Can I talk? Why can't I talk to Rosemary?
Oh, there's something I'd like to ask you, Elise. There's something I'd like to ask you, too, Rosemary. Ah, then you go first. Do you happen to know anything about that... the black serpent you pulled out of the fountain? That's what you're going to ask me about, huh? Black serpents are a bad omen, you see. There's something I haven't told you. Oh, what is it, Elise? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I can't bring myself to tell her about that serpent. I fed a sausage to Flock this morning. A sausage? He looked like he truly wanted it, and I couldn't... Oh, it's no wonder he was throwing a temper tantrum then. He must have wanted more. I suppose.
She gave me a heart. Did I gain a heart with Rosemary in there? No, she just approved, I guess. Alright, Muffy's around here somewhere still. What? There she is.
Muffy!
It's you! I have an offer for you, Elise.
For goodness sake!
Out of my sight, Martha. I've had enough trouble for one day. Oh, but I think you'd like to hear this.
Is that so?
Out with it then. I don't have all day. But it wouldn't be for free. How about you give me some hearty soup? Why, I don't think so, Muffs. We had an agreement, Elise.
Fine, take the hearty soup.
You're lucky I don't want any trouble, Mindy. Out with it now. What did you have to tell me? Oh, you're so generous.
Out with it!
Out with it, Mary, right now, before You don't have to threaten me, Elise. Why, you threaten me every day, you little... I heard my auntie talking about a search. A search? Folks are losing their minds over that serpent you pulled out of the fountain. They want to search everyone in town.
For goodness sake!
I'll put in a good word for you, Elise. But you gotta promise you'll bring me some apple strudel tomorrow. To hell with you, Molly. Out of my sight. Now the interference can weigh quite heavy. Best be prepared for tomorrow.
Apple strudel. Where do I even get that? It's gonna be at the bakery, right? I haven't seen that in the stores anywhere.
How can I help you, darling?
I'm buying. Do you have... You have a full roast turkey. I also have spice roast. Ooh, actually a good health item. That's 30. I'll buy one.
Are you sure that's all, sweetheart?
Do I have anything to sell? The Pearl Rosary. Goodbye, Miss Wilma. Alright, so I can probably get apple strudel from the bakery, would be my guess. It's cruel, I tell you. That's all this is.
Oh, what's cruel, Mr. Heinrich?
Blaming Eugen for what happened to the windmill, lass.
I must confess, I'd rather be a witch than a neighbor.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far. But Eugen wouldn't...
You, Mr. Heinrich?
That serpent you pulled out of the fountain, Elise.
Folks couldn't do such a thing. Wouldn't you say it crawled into the fountain by itself?
Not likely.
Whatever's happening in Keiferberg, it's starting to compromise our livelihood, and we can't have that.
We must make the most of those patrols, that's what. Alright, Miss Ariane, I have to go back and talk to Miss McTeald. Can I go and check the windmill? Oh, this is the watering hole. What's everybody doing down here?
That absolutely will not do, Gustav. Ilma's right. What we all need is someone to... What are you two pestering Mr. Gustav for?
They're all valid concerns, ladies. But I ought to say...
No, I don't think you understand, Gustav. We must make certain there's no witch in Keiferberg.
I have a suggestion, as if that changed anything. I'm gonna say I have a suggestion.
We throw folks off the cliff, see if they fly or not. Very funny, Elise.
The lass is right, ladies. Must be reasonable here.
Things will only get worse if we don't act now, Gustav. Things will get better too, Miss Alma. Oh, all you want is to be in Gustav's good books, lassie. All I want, Miss Wilma, is some peace and quiet around here for once. That's why we must find the witch, lass.
Good grief. Can't access any of this stuff yet.
That key in my pocket, but I can look into this with folks hanging out the well. I'll come back some other time. When did I get a key?
Let's check here again and see if Gustav and them leave. You want to check the windmill. Is it so locked?
Suppose I won't be getting in here anytime soon, huh?
You know what? Fair. Alright, well, we can actually check what happened to the windmill. Alright, well, I guess we just... I'm waiting for these mushroom circles to do something. These have to be some kind of, like, teleport or, like, gate or something. There's way too many of them dotted around the map to just be, like, aesthetic stuff, right?
It's Freya! Oh, it's awful, isn't it, Elise? What Father Hans said earlier? Everybody's talking ill of each other behind their backs, Elise. Isn't that how it's always been? Oh, I know all that. Yet you hate it, is that it? I do hate it, Elise. That snake is going to get you quite the earful, too, I'd wager. Oh, to hell with that nonsense, Freya. You'll never reach old age if you keep fretting like this. It's not so I can help it. She's on her way to become just like them, that's what. I've seen the toll it's taking on Papa, too. Mr. Gustav does have a lot to worry about, I guess. He hasn't been spending much time at home, either. Always talking with Father Hans, with the lads. I mean, folks aren't going easy on him, that's for certain.
You feel bad for Gustav. Just like a dude, man. Like, why did... Like, people are giving him a lot of responsibility for literally just a fella.
Miss McTeald. Did you find her, Elise? Oh, Miss Ariane said she'll come by right after supper, Miss McTeald. Oh, thank you, Elise. Here's something for you.
Hey, a silk purse.
You don't have to, Miss McTeald. Oh, it's the least I can do, my dear. There will come a day when I truly won't be able to do anything after all. Oh, Miss McTeald.
Alright. This is Linda?
Yeah. Oh, Elise. Oh, what's the matter, Miss Linda? One can't help but feel down with all these goings-on, huh? I suppose that's true. Oh, well, won't you chop me some wood for the hearth, Elise?
Of course.
I won't take too long. Be careful with that hatchet. Last thing we want is you getting hurt.
And I'll get Rosemary to help me. I have enough food for it.
Why don't they ask Freya to chop it for them instead?
I like the woodchop minigame. Chop, chop, chop. Alright, what buttons do I need for this again? E and R. Like, it's such strange buttons. E to chop, R to kick. Found one. Fuck, wrong button. Alright, 26. Not bad. Kick the chicken. Chop the wood. Kick the chicken. Chop big wood. Kick. Kick. Chop. Chop. Kick. Kick. Nah. I fumbled the button so bad there. Chop. 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 Ah. Wrong button again. Chop. Kick. Kick. Chop. Kick. Chop. Chop. Kick. Chop. Kick. Chop. Hit 50. Eris. Hey, Eris. Seen you on Twitter recently. Have a great stream. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great day as well. Thanks for checking in. No, we're not going to try that again. I'm happy with that.
You win.
Not quite an S rank, you know, pretty solid.
This is perfect, Elise. Thank you. You can have this.
Like 40 tiffle. Solid.
I'm gonna ask you to fetch me some eggs tomorrow. You never know what these goings on, do you?
Oh. That's an issue? I will address it later. I need to get food.
Lepkashan, you're awake. Oh, what am I to do, Lepkashan? Give him time, Miss Lisbeth. Apfel still struggling, is he? He's rather agitated, yes. That aside, Elise, I mean to ask you. Apfel insists you two saw someone else in those woods. Alas, of all things. I understand how he feels. If I'm entirely honest, I still haven't found my own peace of mind, but... Elise... I didn't see what Apfel claims to have seen, but... Given how frightened he was, he could have imagined it. That's true, but... Oh, I can't bear seeing him like this. It's best we give him some space, Miss Elizabeth.
Position down, let's go. Buy some more food.
Looking cheeky again today, dearie.
Well, I guess I'm selling. I have that purse. A dainty, silky purse threaded in red ribbon and decorated with a flower motif. Maybe sold for a good price. Indeed. Sell that, please. And I'm going to buy... Well, I'm gonna get 2 of these, actually. There we go. Alright, there we go. A little more supplies.
See you, Granny.
Alright. Let's have a look at things. I'm gonna have to do one more, like, work event. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat 2 bread. So I can bring Rosemary on whatever my next thing is, and then have an apple strudel to end the day and be topped up on hunger.
I can't do anything about this fountain. Like, I've never seen it overflow like this. Not even raining. That's what it's all about, I tell you. There's no such ill will in Keiferberg, Wilma. What's the matter? Oh, I'm certain he has something to do with it. Wilma's convinced someone's trying to sabotage her in, Elise. It's that Eugen, I'm certain. He's jealous my business is still up and running. That's what. Mr. Eugen? Are you aware what you're saying, Miss Wilma? Clearly not, Elise. I'm letting all this get to her. Aren't we all, Marlin? You folks are too afraid to name names, that's what. It's a matter of respect, Wilma. Respect for whom? The witch? What are we to do then, Wilma? Just I shut my mouth or they turn on me. Suspicion down. Wonderful.
Can I check the well? Can I go investigate the well now, or is it too late? Let me into the well, please. A lot. There's just more people down here. We're not dealing with regular folk here.
Oh, but what if it's not folk we're dealing with, Mr. Bernhard? Lord knows what could happen to Keiferberg at this rate.
It's too much to keep track of, folks. The horses, Apfel, our grain being riddled with weevils, and now this flooding. I must say, I'm at a loss myself.
You, Mr. Gustav.
Well, the Keiferberg is confused, Elise.
I think confused. I'd say that we're rather defeated. We're everything but defeated, Elise.
Lass is right, Brunhild. Nah, I wouldn't say she's right, Gustav. We've been slowly giving in to this witch, haven't we? Take inspiration from Elise herself.
I'm not sure I go that far, Mr. Gustav. She did rescue Apfel, that's for certain.
We have much to learn from the lass. You may be right, Gustav. Gotta stand strong. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do this quest.
Ah, how glad I am to see you, Elise. I must thank you for your hard work as always, lass. What do you mean, Miss Marielle? Why, you're still working hard despite everything. Lord knows what would be of me if you'd stopped helping. I suppose. That said, Elise, would you please get me some firewood?
Of course, Miss Marielle.
I'll be back in a moment, then. Take your time, my dear.
Yes, Rosemary can help me. Let's get going. Eat a chop, art a kick. Same as before. We just said this minigame.
2, 1.
So many logs. I saw like 30 there, I think. Just gotta do it again. I might get an S rank on log chop. Fuck, got hit on the head. Nah, man. 57. That's probably the difference between... Oh! Oh, I still got an S rank. Hell yeah. Victory! Maybe it's like 55 is like the S rank for the woodshop game. No, I got an S. I'm taking that. I'm taking that to the bank. 'Cause I need tipple.
Oh, we didn't have to go through all this trouble, Elise. Well, I suppose your encouragement made it easier. Here you go, dearie, for your trouble. You and Freya always do such a good job. Of course we're all grateful. Not all, but I'll take it. Nighttime.
Getting close to the funky time. Alright. Apple strudel for myself. Eat. And I can go in here.
The washing well's empty. That note and that key. Whoever's been doing those rituals may have tampered with this faucet.
Why can I not use the key here? Okay, so whatever that key's for, it's not for the washing well, then. Can I go into the fountain somehow? Have dinner with Rosemary.
Levish and I used to play about in the water all the time, didn't we? Though we're a little too old for that now, I suppose.
However more decorated with blooming flowers, Keiferberg's crest rests atop the square fountain in its ancient glory. What are you guys up to?
Speaking of which, Gustav, we ought to
Head on home, I'd wager.
And don't dawdle, Elise. Everyone should stay home this evening.
Of course, Father.
It's important we keep a good grasp on who's out and about tonight.
What do you mean, Mr. Gustav?
We're taking turns on patrol, you see.
We must make certain the same thing doesn't happen again.
What happened with Apfel? I understand.
That's why you and your cousin had best stay home, Elise.
Certainly, Mr. Gustav.
This ordeal has been going on long enough.
Time you do something, that's for certain. Stopped lighting candles ever since Granny Holly passed. Not they ever did anything anyhow.
Kept burning in the wake of a prayer, each candle's flame flickers in serene devotion.
No wonder Father Han's such a miserable wretch. I would be too if I had to read this gibberish all day.
Father Han's holy scripture rests upon the altar, each page scrawled with annotations. What's back here anyways?
I remember sneaking to Father Han's study with Leb when we were children. These two rooms had nothing but junk in them anyhow.
Oh?
Have you come here to pray? No. Doesn't make a difference to you at this point, does it? You see, we golden maidens are conflicted beings. Huh? He saved us, in a way. What with his blessings and the sacrifices we made. It's enough to forfeit our right to divine salvation, isn't it? What are you trying to say? That I'd rather share eternity with him and his entourage than face my rightful punishment in the pits of hell.
Didn't expect to find a golden girl here. I just wanted to look at the stained glass of St. Walpurga.
St. Walpurga, huh?
Basking in its holy glory, the image of St. Walpurga solemnly watches over Keiferberg Church. That's kind of a good lead into something I wanted to bring up this session. So, St. Walpurga, I remember when I've been playing this game, the name was so familiar to me, but like I couldn't quite place it. And the reason is, St. Walpurga is an actual canonized saint. Like, St. Walpurga, okay, were they a real person? Because, like, it's some of the stuff with, like, the canonized saints, they're more story than, you know, actual accounts. But I'm pretty sure St. Walpurga, the story or the real person, they were a missionary who went into Germany. And they're kind of responsible for a lot of the quote-unquote heathens, like the pagan peoples of Germany kind of converting to Christianity. And there's a feast day for her in, like, May, I believe it is. But I would need to double-check that one to confirm.
Elise, do you have a moment? For goodness sake, what now? You see, Elise, we've been wondering. It's best we don't, Ariane. What's the matter? Your cousin was telling us about how she got to Keiferberg. You see... Is it true she came all this way on foot, Elise?
Yeah.
She couldn't afford to come about any other way, Miss Aziel. That's highly unlikely, Elise. She wasn't very lucky. Plus, that's all there is to it. I'll be on my way home now, ladies. Good night.
I don't get what the issue is with that. Like, how many of us have horses? Horses aren't exactly a common thing. Yeah, it's a men's circle. Let's best head on home, Elise, before it gets any darker.
Where are you folks going?
It's time we head out on patrol. We must make certain Keiferberg's out of harm's way. You know you say that, Ludwig.
We've been going on these patrols all week, and yet...
All the more reason to keep doing it, lass. Vin's right. We need to look out for each other.
All I want is to let them have it, be it the culprit or even the witch.
Can't say I don't share the sentiment, Finn. At least we managed to pick out those weevils somehow.
I noticed you managed to fix the fountain.
Oh, that happened on its own. We don't know how. Oh, I would show the bastard. Only we knew who it is.
They beat their own neighbors, I wonder?
What's up, Lep?
What in the Lord's name are you doing out here, Lebkashen? Waiting for your earful, it seems. I would have met you inside, for goodness sake. I'm fine, Elise. You're making too much of it. Your bread.
Bread acquired.
You're out of your mind, lad. Speaking of which, Elise. Folks have been rather tense lately. I've noticed. I know you can look after yourself, but one good deed won't shield you from all of it, Elise. What do you mean? Well, folks have been talking ill about each other all day. Even Miss Marielle hasn't been spared, you see? There's no need to fret, lad. I'll make certain I hold my tongue. Make certain you stay home as well. She noticed I've been wandering about at night? Elise? Of course, lad. And you need to stop fretting. We don't want you fainting again. I will in due time.
You'll faint in due time, or you'll go inside in due time? They're two very different things. Alright.
Home we go, home we go.
I'm gonna take a quick second. Fish key. Tender flesh of earthly desire. Mosaic slab. Fish key. Why? I wanted to use this, but wouldn't let me use it on the fountain. Maybe I have to do it not at night. I have to do it like in the morning at some point when there's nobody around. Where's Rosemary too? There's Rosemary and Flock, the best boy.
Elise.
Ah, Elise, welcome home.
Such a happy goat.
For goodness sake.
What's Flock doing inside, Rosemarine? Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to take him out to the granary. Is everything all right, Elise? I'm tired is all. I'm not sure I should mention that serpent. Talking to Rosemary sometimes does more harm than good.
I'm sorry,
You're thinking of something, aren't you?
you know...
I'll be heading out after supper, Rosemary. I was invited. Where to? By whom? By a serpent. just the same as that crow, it invited me to its grove.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
so glad.
that's wonderful, Elise. I suppose
Oh,
I'll be staying home this evening, if that's all right. Things didn't quite go so well last time, did they?
Rose and Marine. It's fate, Elise.
It was wrong of me to interfere. This is something you're to do for you, and you alone. You're right.
Flock is so happy.
For goodness sake.
What is it, Flock? Can't you settle down?
I'm sorry.
I'll take him outside, Elise. He's been a little restless. And then we can have supper. A little too restless for my liking. I can hardly think with that goat hopping about.
I'll see what your issue is. Flock is such a good little fella. Find your way to the woods. There's eyes in that tree. I'm like 100% gonna get found by one of the patrols. I just know it. I'm gonna do a save before I go into the woods. Just in case. Into the woods we go. Where we stop, who fucking knows? 'Cause shit gets funky. Ooh, it's like a water effect. Get the moon in the background there. This is really pretty. I like it. Where the heck am I to now? I got matches. Oh.
Can you feel it, lass? My neck. It aches, doesn't it? That kiss of mine. You wretch, what did you do to me? You did well in finding me in these steps. What is this? Something's writhing. Come to me, lass. Sink deeper. I will give you nothing less than what you seek.
Am I about to like fall into this stuff?
That serpent's dangerous. I don't like it one bit.
I mean, like, just walking. Oh, it's a statue. Ooh, something fell out. Porcelain knife. Interesting.
I best think twice for using this.
It's porcelain, yeah. It'll like probably break after one shot.
Let's find a way to get past these things somehow.
Can I use the knife on it? Or is there something else I have to find here? Another porcelain knife. Okay. Okay, that's magically sealed.
This gate's so heavy looking. I'm not strong enough to push it open.
Alright. Oh.
What in the? It moved.
Oh. Like. Alright, I instantly regret doing that.
I'm safe. That thing doesn't seem to follow me on a solid ground.
Well, man. Ah. Okay, I made a very bad decision in releasing that thing. Good to know.
Wait, was that?
Freya.
Freya.
It's Freya here. Ow. Alright, further in we go. What the heck? Oh, it broke through the door. Why would it do that, though?
What in the Lord's name was that noise?
Hey, it's a golden girl.
Oh, how foolish I was. To think he would have granted me all my heart desires. He didn't? I faltered in my resolve, in my determination. If only I had taken that last step. Why didn't you? You will know in time. I suppose I will.
Hey, I got berries.